Happy Saturday, y'all. So I know things are kind of crazy, right? There's a lot going on. And y'all know that y'all's bestie, and that's a joke, got served yesterday by Toddy. Child, I didn't really even know all what was going on as far as her mom's daycare because I hadn't been on Morbid because I had been doing the FOIA with Ivory. And so when I heard about that, I was like, oh damn, like, yeah, like everything's happening at one time, but that's karma for you, right? But this morning I get a text from Ivory, and Ivory said, did you see this email? Let me show y'all the email. This is the email right here, and it's by someone called I'm a Hog. Now this email is really funny because they're saying that I lost my kids to defects, and defects has never been involved in my life or my kids' lives, okay? So I find that really comical, and I've always been transparent about my life because I'm generally a very transparent person, or I'm as transparent as possible on social media, considering you have to keep some things private. But with this, I haven't been because I feel like my journey was something that could help another mom. I went through a divorce with my ex-husband. He is a teacher. This is not Gio's dad. I was married to someone else. And we were going back and forth. We ended up getting our divorce. In our divorce decree, I was supposed to give him notification of moving, and I did the notification, but what I didn't know and my attorney didn't tell me was I was supposed to petition the courts and request them to move and not just give him that notice like 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. So they gave him custody. But they only gave him physical custody, and I had legal custody and visitation. So I would see her every other week, and everything was fine. Gio has always been in my care. It's just really funny to me that she's like, you could show us around the system. Buki, I don't know anything about the system. I'm not an unaliver. And you know what if I did have CPS involved? What they gotta do? My mama's still here. Like, I ain't killed nobody. Like, that's so unhinged to me. But I just thought that this was really funny, and the fact that this person kept going. I did say to them, well, I did respond back. I said something funny at first, but then I was like, okay, this person just let it go because it don't matter what you say. So I wrote, bro, well, I would not know about CPS. It's never been involved. However, my ass is big enough for everyone to fit, and I'm accepting any and all applications. So please submit one if you are tired of being upset and hostile on the internet, Bree. With all my love, Nina. At the end of the day, I don't take none of these people serious, but I really thought it was really funny that she went this hard. And girl, like, don't you have stuff going on right now? You need to stay in your lane and worry about what you got going on. You don't need to worry about me, Buki, because you got issues going on. Love back. Worry about that. But anyway, y'all, I also want to clip this video, and I'm going to just show y'all this video again because I think it's so funny. Ivory and I were watching this yesterday, like probably 10 times because we found it funnier and funny every time we played the video. And I think you guys are really gonna laugh because it is just so legitimately funny, and it was such a, I think it really shows a true dynamic of Ivory and our banter, and we're both characters, and it really made me laugh to see Ivory's just so funny. And I'm so grateful for like all of the content creators that I have relationships with because like they're very special people. You know, Morbid, Toddy, Becca, Ivory, and there's so many others. Lauren. So there's so many, but I really do appreciate the relationships that I have with them. But anyway, I want to show you guys this because I just thought this was so funny.
Herself.
Right.
I think that because she doesn't have feelings, emotions, she doesn't know who she is because of her psychological disorder. I feel like she doesn't know who she is, and so she adopted Demona, this character.
Because they have
I really do.
she had to find someone.
I'm sorry, guys. It's Italian ice. That's what I think, Tiffany. I really do believe that she has that. That's just my opinion. I can't say for a fact, but borderline personality disorder sounds like it's definitely a possibility.
She has to find someone.
She's better than everybody. She talks about everybody that way. Absolutely.
Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear me, Ivory?
She definitely was not a normal teen.
Ivory,
I definitely believe that Gypsy had a psychological... Well, we know that she had the microdeletion. We know she said it herself on her video that the microdeletion could cause psychological issues. And I do believe that her hypersexuality and her all stems from the microdeletion. I really do. I think she was born that way. I think that Dee Dee did know that she had problems. And I think that not only was Dee Dee keeping her from men because she was protecting her daughter, I do believe that Dee Dee was also trying to protect everybody else that came in contact with her. Because we know our children. We know them. So I really do believe that as a small child, she started noticing something was wrong with Gypsy. And that's why she was being kept. Oh, my mother was trying to keep me away from people, so she was putting bags on the windows. Wasn't it that she was putting bags? And she was putting, like, stuff covering the windows? And it was because she didn't want me to have access to outside or for anybody to look in, or, you know what I mean? Like,
no,
I think that Dee Dee knew that she was doing all this nonsense and was embarrassed and didn't want people looking in to catch her. Because between the court documents and everything else, this girl sat on that
Ivory, let me out.
The corn videos that they were doing to each other, okay? The inappropriate videos. Hundreds of videos. That takes a lot. It's a lot of time you are spending on the computer. And that doesn't include when they weren't talking about sensual stuff, right? That doesn't include the text messages, the Facebook, the Zoom, like all of it. It doesn't include everything. That is just those videos.
Ivory!
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
I can't hear you, if that's what you're saying. But carry on, because it's just kind of funny to watch you be like a mime. You're like... What does it mean? What does it mean? Guys, don't tell her. What does it mean when we can't hear you?
She needs to cut her volume up.
Oh, am I the one that has to unmute you? The power. The power. I feel so powerful right now. I didn't know you couldn't unmute yourself.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Yo, you're talking 90 to nothing, and I'm like, Ivory. And I'm like, yo, she just straight up ignoring me. She's like, yo, I don't even care.
You guys think I read the chat?
I want to do a poll. See, like, how many people like my hair versus how many people like my hair versus My bad, guys. My phone died. Sorry, guys. Nothing's worse whenever you're doing a live and then all of a sudden your phone dies. Now I'm having to like hold my phone. That's the problem with me. I never charge my phone, like ever. It's always at 1% or 12%. What's my favorite ice cream flavor? I like the Neapolitan, and I like chocolate. Hi, Hungry. What's my favorite Taylor Swift song? Oh, I can't choose. Like, there's so many. Thank you, Angelo. I know I'm pretty boring. I just hop on here because I'm bored. I'm not really bored. I just thought I'd hop on live. Excuse me. What's my favorite meal to cook? Well, honestly, I only know how to make spaghetti. Ken usually cooks, or my dad usually cooks. Like, they're the two cooks. I need to expand on cooking. How's my nose been? Good. Little hair. There we go. Good. I think we're coming up on a year. Yeah, we're coming up on a year since I had my nose job, and I really haven't had to like go back for like a checkup or anything. Makeup routine. My makeup routine. So I use like different products, but so if I am tan, like I did, like this right here, I tried the Loving Tan Platinum last night, the 2-hour express. First time I used it, I was very disappointed because I marinated for 2 hours and then rinsed it off, and I still felt like I was just as pasty as before. And so I tried it again. I'm like, I'm gonna give it another go, see how it does after like, I don't know, 24 hours. Sorry, I need something to drink. And it's so much better. So I did it last night at around 7 p.m. Did my 2 hours, rinsed it off, and woke up this morning and it looks good. Like, I thought that it would be way darker because it's supposed to be like the darkest one that you can possibly get. But I mean, I noticed a difference from the Bondi Sands to the Loving Tan. One has more of like a greener undertone, and then the other one has more of a red undertone. But I do like this one, so I might just have to keep using it or kind of like switch it up. I don't know, but I like it. So if I'm more tan, I'll use Maybelline, I think it's 130, the number 130, that I use when I'm tan. And then I'll go over with a bronzer, and then my blush, do my eyes, my lips. I still love Charlotte Tilbury for my lips, Pillow Talk. I never was like a lipstick kind of girl. But Pillow Talk is my favorite. And then I found this, I can't remember the brand, but the shade is called Cookie, and it's a highlighter, and it's so pretty. I found it at Sephora when I was in Los Angeles. My favorite show? I know it's gonna sound terrible, but like I don't watch a lot of TV. I feel like I just never have the time or like the attention span to watch a TV show. But I did start watching Happy Face. So Melissa Moore, who is a personal friend of mine, a co-author on my book, My Time to Stand, as well as one of the executive producers on the show. It's her life story with her father. So it's very interesting. So I watched the first 2 episodes of that. So if you're into like true crime stuff, I would definitely recommend watching Happy Face. I think it's on, I don't want to tell you wrong, but I think it's on Paramount. So, and like for me, like because I'm a friend of hers, like watching it, like I'm even more intrigued now. So last night I was texting her and I was like, you know, did this really happen? You know, and she got to like, I don't know if she's an executive producer on that show, but she had a lot of say in like the story in it and everything. So they had like her participation in it. And she did a cameo. I was like, is she gonna do a cameo? I hope she does a cameo. And at the beginning of the first episode, she does a cameo in it. I thought that was so cool. What's my top 3 songs? It's a good one. I really like One Republic. I've always been a fan of One Republic. So I really like Secrets. And I really like, I mean, I don't want to be obvious and be like Taylor Swift. But there's a lot of Taylor Swift songs that I like too. And country, like, God, music is so good, so there's just so many good stuff to listen to. And I feel like I'm one of those people that it depends on like what kind of mood I'm in. Like if I am in like a frustrated mood, I'll listen to Avril Lavigne. If I'm in like a lovey, mushy, you know, fun, playful, I'll play Taylor Swift or Sabrina Carpenter. So it just kind of depends what mood I'm in. And if I'm in the good depressed mood, I'll play Breaking Benjamin. Favorite line of makeup? I don't really have a favorite line of makeup. All my products are from anywhere from high-end to dollar store stuff. It kind of just depends on how it works with my skin. And over the course of last year, I had to kind of play around with it a lot and kind of decide what works best for me. And it's more about the application. And I feel like, oh, thank you. Someone said, I swear she's Australian. It's cute. Hi, Mina. I saw someone say, hi, Mina. Oh, thank you. Yeah, and I feel like, you never can get ahead, can you? Like, I'm starting to learn that. You never get ahead. It's always, you clean the house, and the next day, the dog hair is everywhere all over again. I have, Ken and I, we have this Roomba So this Roomba, it's like, it could mop, it could vacuum up stuff, but the dang thing is so needy. Like, anybody have a Roomba like this? Oh, thank you. Where it's like you run the Roomba, but then like it'll get its little thingy, the little pad or whatever, wrapped up in a cord, and then you have to go and save it and undo it. It's just easier to use the manual vacuum cleaner. But I'm telling you, laundry and dog hair. Dog hair is like, it's starting to be my biggest. There's more laundry. There's more dog hair. It's okay though. Mom life. Can we see Parker? Yeah, sure. Let me open the door. Alright. He was using the bathroom. Parker! Come here, buddy! Come here, honey. Come on. And a boy. Parker! Hey, you wanna say hi to everybody? You wanna say hi to everybody? He gets so excited. He gets so excited. Especially whenever there's like people around, when anybody comes to visit, the first thing he does is just attack them with kisses. I'm like, he's sweet. He's a big dog, but he's sweet. House tour? Let me clean the house some more. And give y'all a tour as soon as I've got everything spotless. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I still love my teeth. Ever been to Oklahoma? No. No, I haven't. Kitchen tour? It's not that exciting, but okay. Alright, let's see. What do we got? It's really not exciting. Okay, so we have an air fryer. Lovely. Nice stove. I'm gonna do like the whole Vanna White thing. Of course, our can of formula. We have the Baby Breeza bottle sterilizer. I keep this right here. So whenever I feel like doing it, we don't always do it. We did a lot more when she was like brand new born, but it's like a magnet chart of everything for her. Yeah, kitchen. Ever been to Minnesota? Once, but it was not like, I didn't really, like, we were passing through. If the airport counts. Furniture, I mean, we have a couch, recliner. I know everybody saw the episode about the recliner, so we ended up getting a recliner, and thank goodness for that. He uses it too, so I would want to come to Seattle. That's actually where Ken was living when we first met. He was living in Seattle. I think he lived there for 5 years or something like that. He would send me like pictures of the Space Needle. It looks really cool. Hello. Hi, Rayleigh. Virginia? No, I've never been to Virginia. I've been to Florida, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Missouri, obviously. Obviously, I'm living in Louisiana. I'm trying not to count like the airports. So, California. I think that's it. California was great. It's funny because it's like every time that I had gone to Los Angeles, minus this last time, I never seen the Hollywood sign. So I was like, is the Hollywood sign just a myth or does it really exist? And so this last time, excuse me, this last time that we went to Los Angeles, we stayed at the Four Seasons, and it was the one in Beverly Hills. And dude, guess who was staying at the Four Seasons when Ken and I was there? Guess who we got to run into? I'll give you a hint. I was a guest on his podcast when I was with Ryan. Chris Jericho. So Ken and I were coming back from one of our interviews, and we're walking to the lobby, and I see the back of this guy with really long hair. And I'm like, is that Chris? And so I was like, no, I'm gonna go see. So he was going to like the restaurant that was in the hotel. and I'm like, Chris? And he turns around and good seafood. I mean, we really just we only had like 3 days, so we didn't really do like a whole lot. Oh, but we did go to a Lakers game. That was a lot of fun. So the Lakers versus the New Orleans Pelicans. I got us tickets to go, and yeah, the Lakers are just too good. I was really hoping that our home team would like beat the Lakers, but we lost. And I think Ken and I were like the only Pelicans fans there. So. But it was cool because you got to see like LeBron James, and it was just and like right across, like we didn't have like courtside seats or anything like that. Those cost like $20,000. I was like, I am not spending no $20,000 on courtside seats. That's crazy. But we weren't in the nosebleed. We weren't courtside, but we were like right in the middle. And I could like zoom my phone and I could see across the court, and it was Leo DiCaprio like sitting courtside. Orlando Bloom was sitting courtside. I think it was Tobey Maguire was also sitting courtside. I'm like, I'm this close from the legends of TV and movie. So it was pretty cool ago, I can say I went to a Lakers game. And I was in the same vicinity as Hollywood royalty. Am I in Lafayette? No. I see a lot of people say lip combo. What does that mean? Lip combo. You mean like what kind of lipstick am I wearing? Favorite perfume? I like Miss Dior. Rose. Okay, what kind of lipstick? Pillow Talk by Charlotte Tilbury. I like I think it's Roses and Roses. It's a play on my name. I just like it because it has roses in it. No, it really smells good. And it's Miss Dior. I just say that for like fancy nights or something, like date night or something like that. I don't wear it all the time. And if I'm like just going out to the grocery store or something like that, I'll put on like Bath and Body Works. Okay, well, it's been fun, but I'm gonna go and take a bath and try to squeeze in whatever I can in the 2 hours that Aurora is asleep right now in her crib, and have some dinner and call it a night. Because I'm boring. I don't know what else to talk about, guys.